I'm between appointments, just getting some work done in my mobile office. This is actually a great place to get work done. There are 0 distractions, 0 interruptions. It's just me and an iPad. But I met with this group this morning, longtime client, and one of the guys had a perfect quote. I wrote it down word for word. He said, "Desperate does not make good decisions." I told him I was going to use it in this video. Desperate is a great place for your prospects to be before they buy from you, before they sign you up. Desperate is a terrible place for your clients to be. So I want to talk today about how you help your clients get out of a desperation mindset. There's some real practical things you can do to help them that are going to lead to better results for everybody. Maybe the first thing to recognize is that desperation's an emotion. Like any emotion, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. Your job as the person who's trying to help your customer is to harness that emotion and channel it into some legitimate action that's going to get them out of the hole. The thing that they need you for the most right now, though, is probably helping them evaluate the options and make a decision, because when you run into a client who is desperate, there's a really good chance they're not going to be making the best decisions. Number 2 is stick to the plan. There's nothing like work, focused work, to get you off of the desperation. If you got somebody who's feeling desperate, one of your clients, one of your customers is in a spot where they're just overwhelmed, things aren't getting results, they're feeling desperate, if you can focus them back on the plan, and it's a good plan, then it will relieve that anxiety. One of the things that we build into our process, and one of the things I teach other CPAs to do, is build in this regular rhythm of planning. Periodically, we're evaluating the plan. Once a year, we step out, we look at strategy. Every 3 months, we step back and we look at objectives and projects, and are we on track for the year? So you're going to be evaluating the plan as you go along to make sure that it's a good plan. And if you're looking at the plan several times a year and everybody's going, yeah, this is a great plan, there are going to be times when anxiety sets in, when results aren't happening as fast as you want them to, or a monkey wrench gets thrown into the works. And the question is, do we still believe in the plan? Well, if you're building in the regular reviews, the answer is going to be yes. If you're running on a system with your client where you're not regularly evaluating the plan, during those dark days, they will come to question the plan, and they will start to lose focus, they'll start to go off track, they'll start to abandon the process that you laid out in the first place. That's why in your process, you have to have regular reviews of the plan that are not tied to any kind of emotional crisis or desperation that's going on. I hope that makes sense. And then the third thing is next action and follow-up. So before I left that meeting today, I did not want to leave them in a desperate state. We talked about what are the things that you need to be doing right now, like the things that have to happen the rest of this week, what's going to happen early next week. Again, getting them back focused on executing the plan. By the time I left, they knew what they were going to be focused on. The next really important piece of that is me to follow up and make sure that they know how much I'm counting on them doing the thing that they said they're going to do, because I believe this really is going to work them out of the hole. And that's really important. Like, the follow-up is big because it teaches accountability, it helps them stay on track. But the other reason the follow-up is important is because your client is going to need buy-in that the things that they are embarking on actually have another believer besides themselves. In those dark moments when they're starting to question everything, just knowing that you believe they're on the right track, you believe that the head-down action that you guys agreed upon to take is what's going to be needed to get them where they want to go, that little push, that little extra faith, that little camaraderie in the sense that they're not alone is huge. I have found this out from working with clients and getting their feedback on what's working and what's not working in our process. Always follow up. Usually I try to shoot for like 24, 36 hours after the initial commitment is made. Anytime you've got one of these kind of highly anxious things going on with a client's business, decide what you're going to do before you leave the meeting. 24, 36 hours later, follow up. Just say, hey, just want to make sure everybody's still making progress on this. Everybody knows what's expected. Let's rock and roll and get this thing done. Hope that's helpful. I'll see you guys tomorrow. wearing different clothes because, again, I didn't finish yesterday's video. So we're continuing yesterday's topic, although it doesn't feel like yesterday to you. Number one was desperation. Like, don't